guys. To you.
All right, Holly. The Rockets headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Eagles offense will start this game off with the football. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Rashad Downs going up top. He tries to take the top off. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long, you bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. You get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover.
First quarter, first drive, first strike delivered, and it's the defense that comes up with the big play. Talking to the defensive coordinator, he felt really good about his pass defense, and he wasn't lying. Interception on the first drive, great possession.
Running inside, it's Danzy. Makes his man miss. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced.
Caught, and he's got room. He's at the top, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rockets!
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they putting drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Sweet cut there. shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Makes one man miss.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And here comes the offense on second down. They give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Makes a move. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Rockets offense looks ready to go on this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Coleman Williams.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff again. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff for People. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. Oh, it is on the offensive line to shore up the protection after the sack on the last play. 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Toledo has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. With the draw, it's Dupree. Got the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And for a draw play to be successful, it's not just the quarterback that has to sell pass, but also the offensive line. The tackles really letting their defensive ends rush upfield, guards and centers passing their guys off at the last second, and then running down the field trying to get hats on hats in the second level. Beautiful execution.
He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Well, that's going to make it a little tougher. It's 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. Turns it on in midfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Eagles lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Right at the line. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll give it to him again. That's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. The Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end now in motion. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And the Eagles are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Look out! And it's a sack.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The run inside. It's Williams. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. This time they'll throw it. Gets rid of it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Headed to the edge, it's Dupree. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Fires downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting the drive from their own 1. There's some daylight. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Backed up at their own 13-yard line, it's first down. Straight ahead, it's Danzy. Looking for room at the 25. Breaks into the open. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Toledo. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Out wide left, it's Reynolds. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Looking deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
And sometimes offenses, man, they get caught up with numbers and they need to do so many runs, so many passes. I like when you just trust your quarterback. Like back-to-back explosive passing plays. Let him do his thing. Let him drop back, read the defense.
To the end zone and is picked off. The play in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20 on a touchback.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Keep it on the ground. Crosses to 40. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. On his feet at the 40. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Men, thanks. A busy day, so let's waste no time and get you updated on Week 3 action around college football. Let's start with the Missouri State Bears in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's Missouri State with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that's now victory number 1 on the season. Hey, every journey begins with a first step, and this team will bask in the glory of this one for at least 24 hours. Now over to your game inside the Glass Bowl. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the Glass Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll put toe together and get this second half started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Rockets head coach at the half. They are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's
picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. A pick 6.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the Toledo sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Holds on, it's Jones. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Throws to the tight end. Right side, it's Fowler. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Rockets come to the line with a new set of downs. Hits inside, it's Williams. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. after the productive first down play at 2nd and 6. Snap in the shotgun. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Rockets look to keep this drive humming. The give is to Williams. Surge to head for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Rockets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick. But the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
A first down run on the doorstep. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, 2nd and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the 3rd down.
Out wide right, it's Fowler. Touchdown, Rockets! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Timely decisions, effective play management helps them get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed a play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it's a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tells the run, wants to pass. The throw. He's got an open man. There he goes. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of a hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. quick give. It's Danzy. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period, and it's Toledo holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Just feeds the running back. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got...
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So getting the ball back on that interception at least gives us a chance to have a finish in this one. Looking to the big tight end. Between the hashes, it's Reynolds. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. The Eagles moving quickly to the line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! Makes the grab in the corner.
Man, oh man, it doesn't get easier than that. Look at the receiver. He gets wide open. Where's the defense? Nobody around. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Toledo sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys, back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Left side is Peoples. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. They've got a first down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he's brought down after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Peoples again. He breaks a tackle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And how about this offense running the football when you know it's going to be around? Being the more physical squad. And this defense, man, trailing in this football game, still got those 3 timeouts, but they've got to get a stop. They've got to make a stand and start burning those timeouts.
Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. A defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
Looking for a crease. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Eagles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Holds and fires complete to the right.
The second down pass was complete on the screen.
They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Dupree. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got it. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Eagles. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the... Putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Peoples one more time. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Wants to throw on 1st. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that incompletion's okay. Again, what is the goal on this drive? The goal is to get a field goal. I don't need a touchdown. So I need to be able to take advantage of any space that they give me right here so I can make this kick shorter, make my kicker feel comfortable, because everybody knows we're not trusting a kicker in a big moment to make a long field goal.
Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. The Rockets peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Peoples. Just smothered on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Myers on the move. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Upstairs, he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. They move on top here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking for his man. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. Hand off, Peoples running left. On the move at the 30. Oh, the sweet feet. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. And now this team has fallen into a 3-game slide, and a season of promise has now had a lot of promises broken.
Yeah, this is a team that really needs to take a long, hard look in the mirror right now and make a decision. What are we going to be? What am I about? What am I willing to do at this point of the season to get this thing turned around? A lot of tough and real conversations are going to have to take place.
And this is when the coaches really make their money, right? How can I get my kids to focus